Ray. Aloha.
Aloha. Thanks for spending the evening with us. It's hard to know. It's hard to know where to begin. First of all, geothermal is not renewable. Anybody who lives that close to the plant, they will tell you trucks go in there, the big semis pull in there every night and pull in full and leave empty. They are bringing new pipes in all the time. New material, sulfuric acid just loves to chew up metal. And everything inside those wells is metal. There's this, and no one, someone mentioned the externalities. All the fuel, the fossil fuel that's spent bringing that pipe out from the dock, and all the fuel it takes to get here from the U.S. Those things are never added in. It's constantly having to rebuild itself. And how many wells have already gone out of commission because they get struck by lightning? And it's my understanding, my people told me that any manifestation of fire is the presence of the goddess Tutu Belly. And lightning is fire too. And she does. It dwells occasionally. The wells go out. How many wells have they retired? Many. And they replace them constantly. It is not a renewable resource. It's a very expensive one. It reminds me when I was a kid, I thought atomic energy, it's going to be great. It's just going to be the most wonderful thing, you know, all this electricity, and it's going to be so reasonable. And look what a mess it's turned out to be. I'm telling you, the neighborhoods are just getting organized, and there is a whole younger generation that is coming up that have grown up and they have developed into adulthood, and they've been living with the geothermal fumes, and they are seriously affected. Besides the older people, it's collateral damage. No one's have ever paid any attention to us at all. This oxygen tank, it's collateral damage. I'm a collateral damage classic sitting in front of you. And there are going to be dozens and dozens of young people coming and demanding huge sums of money and medical care.
Thank you, Tina. Thank you very much for listening. Our next person is Jim McRae. Jim, to be followed by Norman Couture.
Good evening. Thank you for being here. Well, you...
Michael, need to go a little higher for you. Thank you, sir.
A little bit higher.
There we go.
Well, you've heard a lot of testimony about the hazards of the geothermal development here. And we should not build a geothermal development within 10 miles of anybody living or working. That's about all I have to say. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Norman, hang on a second, please. Norman? Sure? Is Norman here? Norman not here? Okay. How about Sativa? Yes. Sativa's here. Okay. To be followed by Nohea. Kucha. Aloha.
Aloha. Good evening. Welcome to Pahoa, and I thank you for this opportunity to speak. I was going to say many things, but they've already been said. Everybody's brought a lot of points up. But there's one thing that nobody has mentioned, and that is solar is so crucial to this issue, and so is alternative energies. But the new building code that just passed lessens our opportunity for solar. It actually makes it more difficult to get solar. This was passed by 5 members of the county council. I'm looking at 3 of them who didn't pass the building codes. Thank you, Chairman Yugong, and thank you, Brenda Ford, for not passing it. We've got Councilman Palago, and I'm going through the chair, who called for the question and forced the building codes through. He ridiculed everyone who came to testify that day, and then he ran off with the mayor to the Philippines to go study geothermal. After he's now...
Let you address me,
okay? I'm going to address you. So we've got the new building codes. They've made it harder to get solar. They've increased the cost of building a house by approximately 30%. So by the time a person finishes building their final house, they're not going to have enough money to put an expensive alternative energy system on their home. Okay? No more deals. We can't make any more deals with geothermal. Geothermal kills people. It ends people's lives. We have got to have clean, renewable energy like solar, like the wind. This is not the time to take the building codes and make it more difficult for people to get solar. It's not the time. We have to do the exact opposite. And I'm hoping when the OIP investigation ends and the building codes come back and we have to put them back on the table again, that the 3 that are sitting in front of me, Angel Palago, but he's not running, Council Palago, but he's not running again. We've got 5 people on the council, 4 of them aren't running for council again that passed these codes that made it more difficult to get solar, increased our cost of building. This is why we have a problem. If we had solar panels on every roof on this island and every roof on every island, we would not be talking about expanding geothermal. This is the heart of the issue. We have got to get into renewable energies, but this council, thanks to 5 of you, the young ones sitting there, all of you, 5 of you passed a building code that makes it harder to get solar, not easier. That had more cost to getting alternative energy. This is the 21st century. When geothermal came in and that plat came in, okay, that was 20th century. That was, okay, let's make a deal with these guys. Let's put them right into the middle of the neighborhood. But now it's the 21st century and we've seen people get sick. We're seeing our planet dying. It's no longer time for deals. Stop making deals. Asset funds, compromises, money. Stop it. We don't want geothermal. It never should have been brought to this island.
Thank you,
Sativa. Thank you, sir.
Creature? No? Okay, thank you.